How about cutting the rug a little, Miss Wingfield? Or is your program completely filled up? Why, I'm just gonna have to take a look at this. Why, every dance is taken. We're just gonna have to cut some of these out. A waltz.
I can't dance.
There you go with that inferiority stuff. Come on, at least try.
Oh, I would step on you.
I am not made out of glass.
How do we start?
Just hold out your arms a little bit and leave it to me.
Like this?
A little bit higher. And don't tense up that much. That's the main thing about it. Relax.
I'm afraid you can't budge me.
Oh, do you bet I can't? Huh? There you go. Let yourself go, Laura. Come on, let yourself go.
I'm trying.
And loosen up the backbone, alright?
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Much better. That's lots better. Oh. What did we hit on?
Table.
Did something fall off it, I think?
Yes.
Is it the glass horse with the horns?
Yes.
Is it broken?
Yes, it's lost its
The horn.
now it's just like all the other horses.
I'm awfully sorry. I bet that was your favorite piece of glass.
Yeah. I don't have favorites much. It's no tragedy, really, Freckles. Glass breaks all the time. Traffic jars the shelves and things fall off of them.
Still, I'm awfully sorry that I was the cause.
I'll just imagine that he had an operation, that the horn was removed to make him feel a little less freakish. Now he'll just be like all of my other horses.
That's funny. You know, Laura, I'm glad that you have a sense of humor. You're different. Do you mind me saying that? I mean it in a nice way. It's just that you make me feel sort of... I'm usually really good at expressing things, but this is just something that I don't know how to say. Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty? Well, you are, and the difference just makes it all the better. You see, different people aren't like other people, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Because other people aren't such wonderful people. They're 100 times 1,000. You're 1 times 1. They're just a bunch of weeds. You, Laura, you're a blue rose.
But blue is wrong for rose.
It's right for you. You're pretty.
In what respect am I pretty?
In all respects, your eyes are prettier, your hair is prettier, your hands are pretty. And I know you're probably thinking that I'm just making this all up because Tom invited me to dinner. Oh, I could do that. I could very well put up an act and be insincere, but I'm not. I'm being sincere right now. Laura, I noticed that you have this inferiority complex that stops you from being comfortable around other people. Somebody ought to teach you to be more confident, Laura. Somebody ought to teach you to be more comfortable with yourself, and somebody ought to teach you to not look away and not be shy. Somebody ought to kiss you, Laura. I shouldn't have done that. That was way off the beam. You don't smoke, do you? Would you care for a mint? You know, Laura, if I had a sister like you, I'd probably do the same thing Tom did. Bring in a bunch of fellas, introduce her to them. You know, the type that would appreciate her. Except Tom didn't do a good job in picking me. You see, Laura, I've got no place to be saying this, and maybe it wasn't even the idea to begin with. Who knows? But I can't promise you that I will take down your number and I'll phone you next week asking for a date. And I just thought I'd explain that before you misunderstood and hurt your feelings.
You mean you won't call again?
No, Laura, I can't. You see, I've got strings attached. You see, I've been going steady, and I go out with this girl named Betty all the time, and she's a homegirl, just like you, and Catholic and Irish. In most respects, we get along just fine. We met on a moonlit boat trip to Alton down the river. And right from the start, we fell in love. And love does crazy things to a man. You see, it made me become this person that I thought I'd never be. So, when our aunt got sick and she was wired down to Centralia, and your brother invited me over to dinner, he didn't tell me that you were gonna... God, I'm such a stumble, John. I just wish you would say something, Laura. Anything. Please. Is that for me? What is it? What is it for?
A souvenir.